Part 1. 10 different live-action versions of Venom.
First is Black Suit Spider-Man, with Peter Parker as Venom's first host. Here we see that the symbiote not only altered the appearance of Spider-Man's suit, but also unleashed his dark and vengeful side. Spidey's base strength, speed, and agility were also amplified. After Peter got rid of the symbiote, it would latch itself onto its next host, Eddie Brock. With Eddie, Venom has a more monstrous appearance, complete with claws and fangs, reflecting the host's personality. The symbiote had also carried over genetic information from Peter Parker, giving Eddie the appearance and powers of Spider-Man. This also includes the ability to generate organic webs from the hands, with Venom's version being black-colored. The next Venom would be set in a completely different universe. Its main host would still be Eddie Brock, but with a completely new design, as this one has no affiliation to Spider-Man whatsoever. His fully transformed state is much larger here, and uses its shape-shifting abilities to form various constructs such as tendrils. And apart from Eddie, Venom also had some other male human hosts, as seen during his brief falling out with Eddie. Next is She-Venom, which is the form that the symbiote takes upon bonding with a female human host. The main She-Venom that we all know is Anne Weying, having bonded with Venom at least twice. Other female hosts that we know of would be Mrs. Chen and Sadie Christmas. And we know that Clintar symbiotes can also bond to other life forms apart from humans, which brings us to Vorse. Vorse, which is short for Venom Horse, can move at unthinkable speeds, as the equine's running capabilities are boosted even further by the black symbiote. Other venomized animals seen throughout the film series would be a dog, a fish, and a frog. Although the dog, named Gemini, only carried the symbiote without fully transforming itself. And apart from the 4 animals mentioned here, the ending credits of Venom: The Last Dance showed a sequence of numerous other venomized animals, which may or may not be canon to the story. And the post-credits scene of that movie also hinted that a remnant of Venom from inside a test tube at Area 51 would bond to a cockroach, ensuring the survival of the symbiote. We would also like to go back to a previous Spider-Man-related universe created by Sony. In an earlier trailer for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which has since been deleted, the Venom symbiote could clearly be seen in Oscorp's secret lab. Although not canon anymore, this is the closest thing to Venom in that universe. And as for the main MCU timeline, there's that piece of Venom symbiote left behind at a bar in Mexico during the events of No Way Home.
Part 2. The Evolution of Japanese Spider-Man. That originated from Toei's 1978 live-action TV show.
Starting with Garia, the OG spider hero who gave the main character his powers. Garia was a humanoid alien from the planet Spider. As a space explorer, he traversed the stars in his spaceship called the Marveler, and was equipped with various gadgets and had innate special spider-like abilities. While he was off-world, his planet was invaded by Professor Monster and his Iron Cross army. Seeking revenge for his people who had all been slain, Garia pursued Professor Monster all the way to Earth. The two fought each other in what was then feudal Japan, in the year 1600, during the Battle of Sekigahara. The vicious battle ended with a wounded Garia being trapped underground, waiting patiently for almost 400 years for a worthy successor to continue his fight. That person would be Takuya Yamashiro, a young motocross racer whose father was killed by Professor Monster. Chosen by Garia to become Earth's Spider-Man, Takuya was given powers via a spider extract injection through this bracelet, a high-tech alien device from the planet Spider, which also has various other special functions, including calling upon the giant robot Leopardon, transformed from Garia's Marveler spaceship. Self-described as an emissary from Hell, Spider-Man spent years fighting Professor Monster and his Iron Cross army, and later would eventually take his adventures across the multiverse, crossing paths with other Spider-Men from different dimensions. Which brings us to 2025's Spider-Verse vs. Venomverse event, where Takuya was summoned as one of the representatives of the Spider-Man team in their multiversal war against the symbiotes. Because his suit was too similar to Peter Parker's from Earth 616, Cooper Cohen, the web weaver, made Takuya a brand new suit from his web shooters that also function as 3D printers. The result is this brand new outfit that resembles a classic Japanese tokusatsu hero more than the usual American superhero spandex. And as it turned out, Takuya wasn't the only one from his universe in that arena, as his dark rival from back home, Ya Leo, stood on the opposite side, as a member of the symbiote team. So, who is Ya Leo? It is revealed that during Professor Monster's attack on Planet Spider years ago, there was actually another off-world space explorer apart from Gorilla, who survived the onslaught. The other explorer, Ya Leo, discovered a symbiote planet, bonded to one of them, becoming his universe's version of Venom. With his newfound powers, Ya Leo raced to Earth to exact revenge on Professor Monster, and entered into a rivalry with Spider-Man, as both wanted to become the one to finish the Professor. And after Spider-Man killed the evil mastermind alone, a furious Ya Leo chose the web-slinger as his new target. The two warriors from Earth 51778 fought until Ya Leo finally saw the error of his ways, and chose to confront a bigger threat together, sacrificing their two mecha robot Zords in the process. This takes us to Takuya Yamashiro's final transformation, as Ya Leo gave away his symbiote to be bonded temporarily with the Japanese Spider-Man, resulting in this new look. It's basically just Takuya's second costume with Ya Leo's shoulder and chest armor on top of it. Kind of reminds us of how the Green Ranger used to share his dragon shield with the Red Ranger. As a spider-symbiote hybrid, Takuya was able to resist the cosmic mind control effects of the web heart and symbiote hive mind. A story which we won't go too much into detail here. So in the end, the day was saved, and both Takuya and Ya Leo returned to their universe and began working together to fix their damaged robots.
Part 3. 20 Weird Variants of the Radioactive Spider.
Number 1.
First mentioned in Web of Spider-Verse New Blood is the Eternal Vampire Spider. Legend has it that Count Parker experimented on the spider's venom to save his dying uncle, but he himself got turned into a spider-vampire hybrid instead. Just imagine the powers of Spider-Man, combined with a vampire. Count Parker even managed to turn vampire slayer MJ Van Helsing into his own bride.
Number 2.
The nanobot spiders created from Shi'ar tech, used by Star Spider. In this futuristic space-faring society, a young space station engineer named Persephone Parker controlled a colony of spider-like nanomachines to form a high-tech suit around her, becoming the hero known as Star Spider.
Number 3.
The cancer-inducing spider from Marvel Ruins. In this universe, Peter was bitten by a radioactive spider that he was experimenting on. It infected him with a deadly mutant virus, resulting in horrific rashes all over his body. Prior to that, Peter had infected a reporter named Philip Sheldon, causing the poor man to later die from cancer.
The rest of the 17 other radioactive spider variants are continued in this video right here. Click on the thumbnail or the link in the description to continue watching. Thanks.